Title: When Destiny Wears a Hard Hat. Part 1. The Missed Chance. Noah Carter had always believed that in a city like Chicago, second chances didn't come easy, especially not for men like him. Men with calloused hands, a patchy resume, and a mother back home who counted every dollar with trembling fingers. He had arrived just 3 weeks ago, suitcase in one hand, hope in the other. Chicago was loud, relentless, and unforgiving. But it was also full of steel beams and rising towers, signs of work. Real work. Today's interview was his one shot. He'd pressed his only clean shirt the night before, tucked his resume into a cheap plastic folder, and repeated the same mantra in his head. Show up. Give everything. Don't screw this up. He was early. Always better to be early. The air was cold and sharp as he approached the construction site, where Greenstone Developments was building the latest corporate tower downtown. But just as he reached the sidewalk across from the site, something caught his eye. A child. Alone. A small boy, no more than 6 or 7, stood barely a few feet from a delivery zone. A dolly full of steel pipes creaked as a worker struggled to stabilize it. Noah's heart stuttered. Then came the shout. The dolly tipped. One of the pipes broke loose, fast, deadly, hurtling toward the boy. Noah ran. Instinct took over. He lunged forward, arms out, snatching the boy by his jacket and yanking him back just as the pipe crashed into the concrete, sending dust and shards flying into the air. He dropped to his knees, holding the boy close. The kid was shaking, breathing fast, silent tears streaming down his cheeks. For a moment, time stopped. The interview was gone. But Noah didn't regret a thing. Because whatever future he'd hoped to find, it could wait. This moment mattered more. Part 2. The Forgotten Boy. As the dust cleared and the noise resumed around them, Noah looked down at the boy in his arms. He was okay. Scared, but okay. His tiny fingers clung tightly to Noah's sleeve, his wide eyes scanning for someone, anyone. Noah crouched down to the boy's level. Hey, buddy, you all right? The boy gave a tiny nod. What's your name? Micah, he whispered. Micah Daniels. Where's your mom, Micah? The boy sniffled and pointed toward the towering construction site. She works there. I was supposed to wait in the car, but the driver left. I got scared. Noah's chest tightened. He was left alone? All right, he said gently. You hungry? Micah didn't answer, but his silence spoke volumes. Noah led him into a nearby fast food place and spent his last few dollars on a kid's meal. They sat quietly in a corner booth, the fluorescent lights flickering above them. Micah picked at his fries. Noah didn't eat. His interview was long gone. But so what? Part 3. The name that changed everything. Do you know your mom's full name? Noah asked. Micah paused. Dr. Ella Daniels. The name didn't ring a bell. Not yet. Noah checked the time. Almost 9:35. The interview was long over. Still, he stayed. Micah needed someone. He wasn't going to walk away. Let's go find your mom, Noah said. Together, they walked back toward the site, hand in hand. Workers glanced at them curiously, but no one said a word. At the gate, a security guard squinted. You got business here? I missed an interview. But this kid, his mom works here. Name's Ella Daniels. The guard's eyes widened slightly. He picked up his radio. Got a situation at the gate. Kid says he's Ella Daniels' son, with a guy named Noah Carter. The reply was almost immediate. She's on her way. Noah's heart raced. Moments later, she appeared. Part 4. The CEO in the blazer. She was a force. Tall, composed, dressed in a dark blazer and heels that clicked like a metronome. Her eyes scanned the site, and then landed on her son. Micah. He ran. She dropped to her knees and scooped him up, her arms trembling. I thought you were in the car, she whispered. Are you okay? The driver left, Micah murmured. I tried to find you. Noah took a quiet step back, but her voice stopped him. You, she said, eyes locking on him. He turned slowly. You found him. Noah nodded. Yeah. He was near the loading zone. I pulled him back before the pipe hit, then got him some food. She stared at him, eyes sharp and unreadable. Thank you, she said, voice heavy with meaning. Then, you said you had an interview? I missed it. Don't go anywhere, she said. And in that instant, the entire course of his life shifted. Part 5. Character over credentials. Ella Daniels was more than a name on a badge. She was the CEO of Greenstone. As the realization sank in, Noah tried to make sense of it. She turned to her assistant and said, Clear my next meeting. I need 10 minutes. They walked together to a quiet corner near the site trailers. Micah never left her side. "Tell me again," she said. "What's your name?" "Noah Carter." "And you applied for?" "Entry-level technician. No formal certification, but I've done this kind of work all my life. I'm reliable." She studied him carefully. "Most people," she said, "send in polished resumes and say all the right things. But not many give up their shot because a child needed them." Noah swallowed. "I did what anyone would." "No," she replied. "You did what most wouldn't." Then, she extended her hand. "Congratulations. You're hired." Part 6. A job built on integrity. The next morning, Noah showed up early. He was given a hard hat, a vest, and assigned to Site Crew C under Foreman Rosario, a man known for his no-nonsense approach. Rosario didn't ask questions, just pointed to a stack of girders and said, "We're behind. Let's go." And Noah went. He worked hard, silently, efficiently. Within weeks, he wasn't just another guy on site. He was the guy people trusted. When problems came up, it was Noah they turned to. When tensions flared, it was Noah who calmed them. One Friday, Rosario handed him an envelope. "You've been reassigned," he grunted. Inside, a letter signed by Ella Daniels herself. Noah Carter had been promoted to field supervisor. Part 7. A new beginning. He called his mother that night. "I got a place," he said. 2 bedrooms. Doctor's office across the street. "You ready to move in with me?" Her voice broke on the other end. "You serious?" "As a heart attack." That weekend, she arrived, frail but proud. He showed her the view, the pantry, the couch. Her eyes filled with tears. "I always knew you'd find your way," she whispered. And he had. Part 8. More than a job. Weeks later, on site, Ella crossed paths with him again. Micah waved from her side. She smiled. "I heard your mom's moved in." "She did," Noah said. "She's resting now, for the first time in years." Ella nodded. "You changed something for us that day." "For me." "For Micah." Noah looked at her, humbled. She added, "You reminded me what this company is supposed to stand for." He didn't know what to say, but he knew what it meant. Because it wasn't the resume that got him there. It wasn't the handshake or the credentials. It was character. Epilogue. When no one's watching. Noah Carter didn't save Micah that day to earn a reward. He didn't miss his interview hoping someone would notice. He did it because it was right. And that choice, made on a sidewalk with no audience, changed everything. Because in a world that often rewards competition over compassion, Noah's story reminds us that real success begins with character. Not with what you say in an interview, but who you are when it matters most.